Hello, and welcome everyone to the commencement ceremony of the University of California, Berkeley's data science major. I'm Deb Nolan, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies in the Division of Computing, Data Science, and Society. Many of you know me as one of your instructors for Principles and Techniques of Data Science, and I'm pleased to be emceeing today's ceremony and sharing in the celebration of your accomplishments. To begin our program, I would like to ask the soon-to-be graduates to take a moment, turn to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones, those who are here sharing this moment with you today. Give them a really big thank you. Thank them for their support and the many sacrifices that they have made to get you here today. I now have the pleasure of introducing our Associate Provost, Jennifer Chase. We were very lucky a year ago to have Professor Chase join us at Berkeley to lead our data science efforts. Provost Chase has received numerous awards for both her leadership and her scientific contributions, an honorary doctorate from Leiden University, and she's a member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences and the National Academy of Sciences. Here's Provost Chase.
Congratulations, class of 2021. It's so wonderful to be with you today, even if not quite as we all would want it. Before we begin this event, however, we do want to take a moment to recognize that Berkeley sits on the territory of the Huchun, the ancestral and unceded land of the Chochenyu Ohlone peoples, the successors of the historic sovereign Verona Board of Alameda County. This land was and continues to be of great importance to the Ohlone people. We recognize that every member of the Berkeley community has and continues to benefit from the use and occupation of this land since the institution's founding in 1868. Consistent with our values of community and diversity, we have a responsibility to acknowledge and make visible the university's relationship to Native peoples. By offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty and are working to hold University of California, Berkeley more accountable to the needs of the American Indian and Indigenous peoples. We know that many of you are spread throughout the world on the lands of other peoples and would like to take this time to acknowledge that ancestral history as well. In class of 2021, you will be a big part of addressing this kind of injustice and preventing more from taking place. But for now, let's turn to you and celebrate you. Class of 2021, you have been on quite a ride. We're now seeing some daylight, and it's a testament to your individual and our collective ingenuity, resilience, grit, and heart as human beings. You have gone through so much that you'll be able to tell the next generation about. People who will marvel at what you've lived through, endured, and at how you've persevered. The world needs people just like you, people with the heart and the skills to understand how to leverage data science for the good of humanity and the planet. You are why we created the Division of Computing, Data Science, and Society, which in the fullness of time will become the College of Computing, Data Science, and Society, a place that will harness the power and promise of data science with human perspective and purpose. As we continue to build CDSS, one of the most important things we can do is put diversity, equity, and inclusion at the center of what we do. As we work towards our goals, we are promoting inclusive, anti-racist pedagogy and integrating human context and ethics throughout our curricula. We're also bringing students from a variety of backgrounds into data science. This brings data science a more diverse set of perspectives for data analytics, machine learning, and fairness in AI. This serves our students, but it also serves society as well. Data is at the heart of so much bias and systemic racism. What we're doing and what you will do will go a long way towards changing that. With ingenuity and hard work, You've managed to do the coursework required to graduate in a major that didn't even exist 3 years ago. You've had the courage to move forward in a discipline that is being defined even as you navigate through it. You are leaders and innovators with the spirit and skills to thrive and make a difference in the rapidly transforming world that you are graduating into. As members of the CDSS family, which you are and will always be, you'll be a part of the fabric of an enduring and important legacy, one that will tackle climate change, one that will transform biomedicine and health, one that will ensure that AI is a force for good, that data is used justly and more in the public interest. In the next few years, as you return to campus, we hope you'll be coming to visit the Gateway, which is the name of the new home of CDSS to be built at the north end of campus. It comes as a result of the university's largest gift ever, inspired in no small part by the early success and promise of the data science undergraduate program and of you, our data science undergraduates. It's going to be a stunning building, and more importantly, is designed around our core values in data science: collaboration, inclusiveness, and openness. Buildings have the ability to shape behavior, and this one, given our collective goals, could even change the world. This is just my second Berkeley data science commencement. As some of you may know, I came to the division in the beginning of 2020 from Microsoft, where I founded and led several research labs doing data science. One of the features that most attracted me to Berkeley was its brilliant, creative, and deeply socially committed students. A key element of our vision for CDSS is to educate our students to approach data ethically and masterfully. You are the embodiment of our vision. We've got big plans for the future, and we very much hope you'll continue to be a part of them, serving as inspiration and forging new pathways for generations of students to come. Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Jennifer. It is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Georgia Lupi. Georgia is well known for her project with Stephanie Posevich called Dear Data. Each week for 1 year, Georgia and Stephanie, both information designers, collected personal data on some aspect of their lives: the books in their homes, the thank yous they'd given, the animals they'd seen, and so on. They drew by hand on a postcard a visualization of their data and mailed them to each other every week. Their collection of postcards gives a fresh take on data science and visualization. It's inspiring, and it was acquired by the Museum of Modern Art in 2016. That's just one of Georgia's many accomplishments in information design. With her team at Pentagram, she created a series of data visualizations to accompany the 2021 announcement of the Doomsday Clock's position, including incorporating information on the man-made threats to our planet. The New York Times commissioned her for the cover of its at-home section to create a hand-drawn visualization on her personal timeline in the pandemic. As Georgia herself has said, just because you don't immediately see numbers, it doesn't mean that there's no data to identify, collect, organize, process, and analyze. Here's Georgia Lupi.
Hello, graduates. It is my honor to be here today, and I'm really excited to share with you a few thoughts on our world, data, and the future. A graduation moment is a very important one, especially after what has been for sure one of the hardest years of everyone's lives. So I would like to start by congratulating you on making it through this tough year. And I would like to ask you to do the same, to pause and acknowledge and to thank yourself first for what you have endured and achieved, and to thank those in the university and at home who believed in you and supported you in this journey. But this is also and especially a moment to look ahead, far and beyond the now, to look forward to your future. I believe there has never been a better and more fertile place in time to be at the intersection of data and society. So be confident that you're on a good path. You gathered here today, you all know how data is, actually, I would like to say data are beautiful. You all know the power of data not only to monitor and organize phenomenon, but also to tell powerful and very human stories. And you know how data can be an incredible lens and filter that we have to parse our world, every situation, one subject at a time, to see better. But after a while, it's not only us gathered here, data nerds and data enthusiasts who understand this value. This past year has been brutal, but I want to offer a perspective. In the past 13 months, we passed from a population where only a few of us cared about data to a population where every single person out there relied and still relies on data and charts every day to decide how to act in the world during the pandemic, to make important choices about their lives, where maps and diagrams have been the general population's daily obsession, seen as much as picture and illustrations, where terms like flattening the curve have become almost colloquial. This past year has been a revolution for how much people know that data are present in everyone's lives. So there's never been a better moment in time to advocate for data to become a language that everyone can speak. And this is part of what you're here for, I believe. There is the need for the general population to become data fluent, to become data literate. And I don't mean only for understanding how to read charts, but to actually understand the human aspect, the human impact and possibilities of what we so coldly call data. Because data are our actions, our activities, our emotions. Data are events happening in the world around us, but also our relationship, the way we live. They are us. They are our lives, our imperfect and human lives. And they are as much about the numbers as they are about the context. They are as much as what it is in the data set as they are about the way they've been collected and interpreted. They are as much about facts as they are about stories. And this is what we need to share with the world. Data is a language that all of us can speak, and that you have the mission, the beautiful mission, to teach everyone. So we are primed to a true renaissance, a data humanism, a renaissance where data is truly for everybody, but also unique to anyone, where talking about data will mean talking about its intimate qualities in conversations that will be shaped around subjective and imperfect aspects, where data-driven design might be replaced by design-driven data, because we will design the ways we will approach data depending on its unique context every time. And where data will be used more in conjunction to the word people than to the word numbers. And where ultimately, instead of using data to become more efficient, we will all use data to become more human. I am looking forward to seeing the beautiful things you will put out in the world, the innovations you will bring in data literacy at the human and society level. And I'm looking forward to seeing the energy that will spread from this program. So congratulations, celebrate, and please have fun discovering the path ahead.
Incredible, Georgia. Thank you. Our next speaker is Professor Mike Jordan. Professor Jordan is one of the creators of the course Modeling, Learning, and Decision-Making. His vision for data science has profoundly shaped our major and our division. It's a real pleasure to welcome Professor Mike Jordan.
Hello, everybody. This is Michael Jordan. I'm coming to you from Italy and looking at you at a very far distance. I want to congratulate everybody, class of 2021. And I particularly want to congratulate all the parents who've gone through a terrible year watching your children from a field. It's going to be different. It's the next year's looking very, very different already. And what I particularly want to do is reassure families that what your child has done by going into data science has been a fantastic decision. This is the emerging field of all emerging fields. It's going to have a real impact on real people. It has to do with services for people. It has to do with healthcare, with commerce, with transportation, just about anything you can imagine where things are being measured in the world, data is being available. And you think about what that implies for people and how it can lead to new services and lead to happier, more transparent relationships between people and their environment. Entertainment has got data science in it. Science has data science in it, and so on and so forth. So we really only started the program about 5 years ago. We designed a class. It was super popular. We designed another class. It was popular too. And we ended up designing an entire curriculum. And really hundreds, if now not thousands of students have been in this curriculum. And they're in huge demand by industry, by government. They're going to graduate school. And particularly, they're becoming thought leaders. They're people who've thought about how to combine data and inferences and human preferences and economics ideas and social science ideas and so on, not just building systems, but building systems for people. So we're very, very proud of this program, and we're particularly proud of our graduates. And we're really excited by watching what's going to happen to you in the future. And we really think you're going to be leaders, thought leaders, leaders in science, leaders in industry, leaders in government, and maybe some of you will be musicians. I'm a musician. Maybe some of you will be writers. I sometimes am a writer, and really the career opportunities are just vast. So I really want to congratulate all of you for making it through this very tough year. I'm amazed by you. You really are a special group of people to have done this and launched your career at this period of time. And we really hope to keep in touch with you and see all the wonderful things that you're going to do, making us all proud, making Berkeley proud, and making especially your family proud. So thanks and good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Mike. Also speaking today is Professor John De Niro. Professor De Niro is well known on campus. In data science, we know him as one of the co-designers of Data 8, Foundations of Data Science, along with Ania Adhikari and David Wagner. Please welcome Professor John De Niro.
I hope I'm in the right Zoom. This is supposed to be my last office hours for the semester and nobody else is here. I guess finals is over. Maybe I'll just wait around a bit and see if anybody shows up. Oh, Oski. So great to see you, Oski. I'm a huge fan. My kid's a big fan too, but he doesn't think your name is Oski. He thinks your name is actually Go Bears. But sometimes he'll say like, yeah, I'm strong like Go Bears. Well, anyway, it's so great that you're here, but I don't understand what you're doing in my office hours. Like, you're not in this class, are you? Oh, you're in my class. I never saw you before. Did you have your video off during Zoom? Oh, you're not supposed to do that, Oski. Well, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you took the final exam, it's possible to pass the class, but I don't remember grading your final. Did you take the final? You did. Let me poke around, see if I can find it. Well, there is this one that we didn't grade. This must be your final, Oski. We didn't grade it because you're supposed to sign this part. But I guess you just did your bear thing. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and grade it together now, and we'll see if you can pass this course. I'm rooting for you. Let's see. First question was, among all the students in a class, there are 3 whose hair length is very long, at least R standard deviations above the mean, as well as 3 whose hair length is very short, at least R standard deviations below the mean. What is the smallest possible number of students in the class? But you can handle that. You wrote grr. Yeah, that is truly an expression of your bear-like nature. But I don't think I could give you any partial credit for being a bear. I mean, the correct answer was actually 6r squared. Oh, that's what you wrote? That's a 6? R squared? I don't know if I could accept that unless you showed your work. Oh, you did show your work using Chebyshev's inequality. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Nice job, Oski. I think that's full credit for question number 1. Question number 2. What is a computationally efficient method for quantifying pathogen movement between different host populations using genetic sequence data? I know this one was a little bit obscure, but you wrote mascot. Yes, you're a mascot. You meant the marginal approximation of the structured coalescent. Actually, that is a perfectly applicable analysis technique for this kind of problem. Yeah, nicely done. I think that's full credit too. You know, Oski, it looks like you're taking this course pass no pass, which I guess is the thing now. And just by answering those 2 questions correctly, you pass. So yeah, I think it's probably time for a commencement speech. Let me just get my hat. I just want to say I'm very proud of all the students who I've known since their very first course experience in 61A or Data 8, and now you're graduating. Like, all that hard work that you put in here, it's awesome. And I thought I'd give you just 2 quick thoughts about why. One's about understanding. You know, technology has transformed nearly every aspect of human life and work. That's, of course, going to continue. But, you know, so much of the focus of the past has been about building new technology and releasing it. And as a society, we've kind of gotten used to making huge changes without really understanding their effects. And now we see that that has consequences. They're not always good. You know, people changed the way they shared information by using social networks. And then it took years for anybody to study the implications of that to privacy, to well-being, et cetera. I don't think it's going to go like that next time around. I think that now we can look back at the past and see that just building technology is not enough. We have to understand its implications. And so that means the next time some big revolution comes along, there will be a lot more work in studying what it means for society and how things are going to change. Sounds like data science. And it is. So you're very well set up to participate in that process of helping develop technology, but also setting yourselves up so that when you build that new thing, whatever it is, you can study its impact and understand, you know, what has changed by releasing it, and learn from that and react to it accordingly. And the second thing is about collaboration. You know, we live in a society that tends to celebrate individuals and gives them all the credit for some big piece of progress. But the truth is that most positive impact is a group effort. It requires leadership, of course, and we expect Berkeley graduates to be tomorrow's leaders. Yes, that's you. But it also requires collaboration with other highly capable people who you trust and you can work with. And you're going to have to go out and find those people. Now, the pandemic obviously has not been conducive to building and maintaining relationships, but still, the connections you've made here at Berkeley can really influence your ability to get things done in the world, as long as you continue to maintain and nurture them. So even though you may not have seen your peers every day, I would encourage you just to keep up those connections. Look someone up who's also graduating and send them a quick note. Maybe just congratulations, let's catch up sometime soon. Because the students I know here are just a wonderful group of people. I hope you've experienced the same thing. And I really hope that you stay in touch with each other and that you stay in touch with me for years to come. Okay, I think that's enough for one video. Oski and I both would just like to say congratulations to all the 2021 data science graduates. We're so proud of you. Go Bears. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, John and Oski. Next, we will hear from some students as they recount for us their data science moment, that moment when they felt they had arrived as a data scientist.
So, hello. My data science moment was in my introduction to data science. So I was concurrently enrolled in Data 8, an ethnic studies course. And what I didn't know at the time was that that course would actually have a module in it. So that was really exciting for me in terms of like, not only was I learning how to code and analyze data, I was also learning about historical inequities across racial and ethnic groups. And really one of the powerful things in that ethnic studies course was that it gave a voice to these silent stories. So I think as a student, I didn't really understand how to code. Data 8 was definitely my first coding class. So there was a hard learning curve there. And that's something I saw in many of my peers as well in that course. However, pulling from Data 8, I was able to gain knowledge from both sides. So I was not only gaining knowledge about the significant context of ethnic studies and inequality in society, but also learning about quantitative methods. And really at that intersection was I able to gain a lot of knowledge that now continues in my future work, right? So highlighting questions about inequality within data analysis. And now as a data scientist moving forward, I hope to be dedicated to ethics, narratives, storytelling, and use that knowledge that I've developed here at Berkeley in my future work, developing curriculum or other work. And I hope that y'all can do the same as future data scientists. I really look forward to seeing how we can incorporate ethics into data science. And I really wish the best for everyone in their future endeavors. So, thank you.
As a reentry student without parents, I survived a chaotic upbringing and transferred to Cal subdued by fear. I was worried about failing academically. How would I keep up? I was worried about failing financially. How would I make ends meet? And I was worried about failing socially. How would I fit in? I was scared to fail. The verb fail is often defined as to neglect to do something or the omission of required action. A synonym to the word failure is negligence. When I first came to Cal, I thought failure was due to shortcomings that one had no control over. But what it means to me now is that you neglected to reach out for help when it was needed. When I realized this in my data science career, I stopped comparing myself to discrete measurements that were detailed on a syllabus, and I transitioned to a spectrum that incorporated a community that acknowledged who I was and my values. Once I let go of these indoctrinated notions of success, I found fulfillment in things that reinforced my authentic strengths. And I found more ways to apply data science to help people. But most importantly, I found a community. The most rewarding moment of my data science career is more of a series of moments that have amassed into a confidence that I didn't know before, and a chosen family that I never knew I could have. Today, I use data science to help research and assist marginalized populations through operations like NavCal, data discovery, and data good, where I act as an analyst, leader, and mentor. I never anticipated that my programming abilities could have the capacity to give voice and attention to those who have had none. Neither did I ever anticipate finding a community so uplifting as this one. It was the powerful versatility of data science that drew me to make an impact here at Cal. But it's the diverse, inspirational community that resides within it that has made me stay and never feel alone or like a failure. Data science class of 2021, congratulations.
That was truly inspiring. Thank you. Now we come to the awards for our students. Professor Ani Adhikari, our Faculty Director of Pedagogy, will announce the awardees of both the Outstanding Teaching Award and of the Outstanding Data Science Undergraduate. Professor Adhikari notified the recipients in these awards in an email, and she CC'd me on these emails. And by way of introduction, I want to read a response from one student. I want to say that it's really special receiving this email from you. I've been in 3 of your classes, and all of them have changed my life in one way or another. Data 8 inspired me to switch from an anthropology major to a STEM major. Data 100 shaped my honors thesis, and Prob 140 inspired me to apply to a technical graduate program. Thank you, Ani.
The staff teams in data science classes contribute significantly to the quality of our classes, and especially to the experience of students. Among all the wonderful members of our staff teams, some stand out for their exceptional dedication and skill. In data science classes, this year's recipients of Berkeley's Outstanding Graduate Student Instructor Award are Kunal Agarwal, Mihaela Kerme, Samantha Hing, Anna Nguyen, Ryan Rogan-Kemper, and Ishan Srivastav. Congratulations. And now for the Outstanding Data Science Undergraduate Award. This is for exceptional performance in the data science major, research, and contributions to the data science community at Berkeley. This year's recipients are an extraordinary group. All of them have excelled in demanding courses, but that's just the start. Their research spans a wide variety of topics, including political bias in search engines, places and spaces of violence and safety for young people experiencing homelessness, pathways in data science education at Berkeley, gender bias in academic job talks, and Gaussian models for inference about images in biology. Their contributions to our data science community include teaching our classes, mentoring transfer students, supporting students from backgrounds minoritized in data science, and bringing data science to high school students who might otherwise not have been exposed to it. These students represent the best of data science at Berkeley. The recipients of the Outstanding Data Science Undergraduate Award are Emma Bishier, Emily Sao, Adelie Palmer, Ashley Giterio, and Jack Sten. Congratulations. This has been a difficult year for students as well as teachers. It is therefore a special pleasure to honor the 4 student instructors of our summer 2020 data science classes. They have received the Campus Award for extraordinary teaching in extraordinary times. The award is intended to honor UC Berkeley faculty, staff, and graduate student instructors who in 2020 embraced the challenge posed by the COVID-19 pandemic and engaged in excellent teaching. These instructors and staff used innovative methods, worked beyond their traditional roles to ensure that students remained engaged and supported and were challenged to do meaningful work under extraordinary circumstances. For this outstanding effort, we are grateful to the 4 honorees: Philippe Boileau, Anna Nguyen, Suraj Rampure, and Alan Shen. Congratulations and thank you. And congratulations, class of 2021. My best wishes for your future.
I'm so proud of our undergraduates. And before we confer the degree, I want to thank our extraordinary data science undergraduate studies staff for their dedication to the success of our students. In particular, I want to thank Marjorie Ensor, our amazing commencement coordinator, and Laura Imai and Liliana Cardile for the planning, organization, and hard work that went into making this commencement ceremony special. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next, our staff have a special send-off for our graduates.
Congrats, grads! Congratulations, students. Commencement is always one of my favorite times of the year because I love celebrating the achievements of all of our amazing students. We're so proud of you guys. I know I speak for the whole advising team when I say we're really sorry that we didn't get to do this in person, but you guys have demonstrated your resilience and adaptability by getting through this crazy, unprecedented year. And you have so many great things ahead of you. We can't wait to see what you're going to do. Congratulations, go Bears.
Congratulations, seniors. How you have met the challenges of this year will be a great example for how you can meet challenges going forward. We are so excited for you and all the things that are to come. You are so resilient and creative. The field of data science has been evolving while you've been at Berkeley and will continue to evolve. The world needs you. Special shout out, congratulations to everyone I have worked with in student teams, and congratulations to the honors students who have worked their way through the honors thesis seminar this year.
Congrats, grads! Class of 2021!
Now we will award the degrees. Will all the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise? By the authority vested in me by the President and the Chancellor, I grant you the degree Bachelor of Arts of Data Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Shift your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations. Graduates, I want to close with a wish for you. My wish is that you always remember your Berkeley experience. I hope it's an experience that you treasure. I hope that your time at Berkeley will help you in your future endeavors to grow, to flourish, to become successful in your careers and in your lives. I invite you to stay involved with Berkeley and contribute to the successes of our data science program and our future students. On behalf of the faculty, I congratulate all of you. Go Bears!